All right, guys, we are doing Unsplash, finding our inspiration, curating collections, and some Art Studio Live time. Let's get started. Well, we might get started as soon as I can remember what I was going to do. Oh, yeah, I was going to go onto the screen right here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's the afternoon for me right now, and I am having a beautiful snow day. And today is just some inspiration time here in the studio. I am going on to Unsplash and doing some creative collection gathering. If you have never been to Unsplash, what I'm going to do is go in and act as if I have never been there before. I'm going to set up a brand new account and we're going to look at the licensing, what they allow, what they don't allow, and then just start making some collections. This is a rabbit hole. You can get started collecting things, and if you're not careful, you'll spend hours just making all sorts of collections and putting things together in idea inspiration boxes. So you do need to get to the point where you have to stop and say, I'm going to start using some of these pictures. It's kind of like going on to Pinterest. It's just all photos and art, and they have art and photos from a whole bunch of different places too, not just private people or professional photographers. They have art and photos from people and organizations like NASA and the Smithsonian and a whole bunch of different museums that have released their art collections for use this way. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Hello, hello. 8:30 p.m. in the evening. Oh, good, Christine. I'm glad that it's not too late. Yeah, I know how it can get to be way too late when we're doing things. I am going to go ahead and click on this screen. And now we are going to go to the actual this is the live website screen. So this is unsplash.com right here. And you can, you know, we're going to go in and do a sign up so that we can actually save our collections. If you don't want to, you can go in and search for pictures. You just can't keep them all together in a collection without having a login. And the login is really simple. It's always free. So what we're going to do is click on up here in the top, that I can't point on the screen except with my little finger pointer. The top right corner, click on join free. And then I am not going to use this one. Whoops. I guess come on, back off. There we go. It's gonna, I don't want to do that. Okay, guys, so you get this screen. You can choose to use your Facebook to join, or you can put in your first name, last name, and an email address and a username. I'm going to go back off of this screen for just a second. So let's just go back to the main page screen. I'm going to type in the stuff that I want to be there, because I want to use my email address that I just want to use on here, that I don't use for anything else. And let me go your username needs to be whatever you want it to be. I'm just going to say Bergeron00. We'll just go with that. And then I'm going to give it just a password. And click join. So close. Now I don't want all those other things up. So right now I'm going to go back to the screen. Sorry about that, guys. That was just really weird. So in here, you've got, my email has not been confirmed. Well, I'm not. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go to that screen. You're going to see my, no, I don't want you to see my hands. There's no need to see my hands. Let's just go back to this one. Fiddly do. I see what it is I've gone in and used a different, oh no, that was right. Okay, after you get logged in, after you get it set up, it says your email isn't confirmed yet. So I need to go and log on to my email really quick. And sorry about this, guys. I thought that I had it all figured out, that it was all going to be really easy. And really it is easy. It's just that you have to put your stuff in, go to your email browser, whatever your email thing is. I am going to go to the email, read messages, confirm your Unsplash account. So they send you a confirmation email to confirm your Unsplash account. So now I'm going to just click here to confirm. And now it will open up and I will be confirmed. And then I can close that. There. There, now it should all be good. Unsplash is really, really interesting. Yes. So I am logged in here. I do not have an avatar or anything like that put on there. So I'm going to just go back to that screen. Come on. Back to the browser. There we are. I thought I was there already. So now I am logged in. And if I go over here, it says my personal menu button up here, and you can put your own information there. You can actually submit photos also and start putting your own photos in to share. I do have a few photos in, but so now what I want to do, I want to start collecting some pictures, but maybe I just want to quickly look at some of the things they've got going on. So they have different things going across the top here. They've got editorial, which is sort of their a little bit of a curated list of pictures going along here. And say I wanted that picture. Oh, look at that cute little dog. I just clicked on it there. I can put a heart on it and say, I really like that. Because I've got an account, my heart will actually get bright. If you don't have an account yet, I don't think you can go in and like the pictures, but I know for sure that you can't add it to a collection. So what I did, I'm going to click off of that, and we're going to do that again. So I can show you the plus sign here, right next to the heart. If you click the plus, that's add it to a collection. I'm making my first collection. So my first collection I want to create, I'm going to say new collection, and I'm going to say this is cute animals. If I can spell. Animals. There we go. So now I've got a collection going here. It's got cute animals. I know that I want a collection for little houses and cottages. I could, whoops, come on, little houses, cottages. And then I can say create collection. You can also make your collections private. So right now, if you go and look for deliberately creative, we'll do that here in a second. You'll be able to see the collections that I have already collected. Way too many things. I'm going to leave this as public and go ahead and go off of there. So I want to go find my collections that I'd already collected. Say you know that there's a person out there that you want to see what their collections are. You can go and do a search for deliberately creative. I think that we can do deliberately creative. Oh, nope, I'm not in there as a user for deliberately creative. I need to change my username on that one, don't I? Let's go Stephanie Bergeron. Wow, there's 3 users out here that are Stephanie Bergeron. Oh yeah, there's me. And there's me. So the second one right here, that's the one that I just created. And the first one right here with my little owl is me. So I can click on Stephanie Bergeron. And Stephanie Bergeron has 39 collections already made. And these are actually photographs that I have already uploaded. That these are ones that I've taken and uploaded to Unsplash. And let's see, I think this is my number 1 picture. See, because I'm not logged in as me, I can't see what the how many times it's been liked, but I can go ahead and click like on it. I'm a new person, I can click like on it. And I've already collected that one. I don't need that. But I'm going to click on collections because I can, just like you. So if you go in and search for Stephanie Bergeron, you are going to find my collections. And so I have collections for, I have a collection for still life and toys and clouds and skies and body parts, flowers, the Hygge and Comfy Cozy. That was from last, January. All of those. So wow. Yeah, guys, so this is really cool, huh? So we have so many fun things in here. So I've got the Comfy Cozy, foods, ideas for paintings, underwater. So if I look at that underwater, so there's 117 photos. You can see how many photos they have in their collection by clicking, and just on the collection, it will tell you how many pictures are in there. So these are all pictures underwater that I'd already collected. I really like this fish. Sort of abstract-y. Anyhow, let's go and make our own collections, right? We don't want to look at somebody else's collections for the whole time. So I'm just going to click back out of there. We're going to work on collecting a few pictures in our own collections, and then we will, I'm just going to go all the way back out to the front. Back out to the front. Okay, that's out at the front page. So we clicked on editorial. I'm not following anyone with my new user. I'm not following anyone, so I won't see any of their new photos. But if you follow me on Unsplash, you'll see any new photos, and that's kind of fun. Yeah, aren't the pictures awesome on here? I mean, you have photographers from around the world. I love this. So featured new skills. I haven't seen what that is. They've teamed up with Skillshare to ignite creativity this month, whether it's a shot of your sketchbook or latest knitting project. Ooh, the top 5 5 contributors will get a 1-year premium Skillshare membership when this topic closes. Ooh, that's pretty cool. And you can get a 1-month free Skillshare premium with their link. Ooh, that's kind of cool. You can download wallpapers. They're already wallpapers. These are actually being sponsored or supported by MailChimp. So that's really neat. And then they have already curated selections of, nature. And ooh, there's some pretty stuff in here. I like that. Those leaves, that fog. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, you can totally get lost in this place. People, you can find people, all kinds of people doing different things, different situations, portraits, candids, couples, a lot of couples right now because of Valentine's Day. That's, really being searched. You get men, you get women, you get children, you get perfect references. If you want poses and shapes and different people, awesome. Architecture, what people are taking pictures of as far as architecture goes. Now, none of these are like little cottages and stuff yet, so I will be doing a search for that in just a second. I'm just giving a quick preview. Current events, things that are going on in the world. Lots of shots. I don't really want to stay there. Lots of people getting shots. Um, Business and work, lots of home business, working from home. Uh, these these types of things, if you're someone looking for trends or you're looking for stuff that you can do that are trending that would get possibly more eyeballs on YouTube or on your Instagram, looking for some of those types of things. Experimental photography. There's 3.4 thousand contributions in here. They show you the top contributors. You get really, really cool inspiration for paintings. All of these things can be used, and I'll go through their licensing in just a second. Fashion, you know, um, you can go in, I think, and do some settings so that you have like safe search turned on, so you don't get things that you don't want to see. But I haven't gone in and done that on this particular. Let's see, film. That's film photography. Health and wellness. That's going to be more, self-care and journaling and eating right and all of those things. You've got your coffee, your sandwich, you're ready to learn. Yeah, the Unsplash rabbit hole, guys. It really is a rabbit hole. And just going across these little tabs at the top, we haven't even dived into anything yet. Look at that pink chair, the pink background, and those blue balloons. My colors. The old-fashioned TV. Look at that. The old-fashioned TV. Perfect things to do if you're doing retro. You can put in retro and you can get that. Oh, neat design of furniture and street photography. Look at that. What's going on out in the world, guys? My gosh. All those cars piled up on top of that stump next to a roadway. Who'd have thought, huh? Technology, getting all of those, the travel. One of the coolest things you can do for yourself, if you need to kind of decompress for a few minutes, go into like the travel section on Unsplash or Google or any of those places and say, plan a vacation. And go on a trip for 15 minutes someplace else that you've never been. And just look at all the pictures and be inspired by the colors. We can't get the scent. We can't get the taste. But we can get the look. And we can get the combination of colors. And we can get the feeling of an environment. So cool things like that. So go on a vacation. Just take a trip. That pink chair, I know. That was awesome. So let's see here. Then golly, there's even more. Textures and patterns. I love going and looking for textures and patterns, especially if you want to do some abstract artwork, because textures and patterns, or if you like to do doodling or the Zen doodle, Zen tangle, Zen pattern type of things, looking at pictures here of patterns and textures gives you so many. Ooh, that would be really pretty to do. See, you can click on the pictures, you can make them really big. Look at that. Oh, that would be so cool. And then they give you suggestions of other pictures that would be similar. Look at that. Oh. Patterns and textures. Thank you so much, Tatiana. Yeah, if you guys like this little travel through Unsplash, you can use these same skills on Pexels and Pixabay And pretty much any of the photography sharing sites that look like this, most of them have, well, no, Pixabay I don't think has collections. They have favorites. It's a little bit different, but Pexels I know does it this way. And that's Pexels. So, and I'm not being sponsored by Unsplash. This is just my favorite place to go and find photos. So, yeah. Athletics, food and drink. Food and drink. Sometimes I'll go and look through here and go, ooh, it would be fun to make some ginger spice cookies. Maybe those big, huge, giant chocolate chunk cookies. And get ideas for what am I going to make for dessert or dinner or tea or whatever. So again, that's like taking a travel, doing a little travel visit to another place. Athletics, if you're interested in sports, getting, these are great for poses. I mean, look at that. Dynamic pose. What you learn on that one is, look at that center line, straight down through pretty much. His hand to his hip to his heel is all pretty much lined up. So his center of gravity is straight. And that's how they stay balanced like that. It's totally amazing. Anyhow, learning those kinds of things, people going down, oh, yeah. Interesting poses. Lots of interesting poses. Arts and culture. Book reading. Ooh, The Last Vampire. That's creepy, but that's cool. Doodle patterns, paintings, artwork that people have done. You can collect it all, guys. You can collect it all. All right. I think I want to go back to the main front page. And right here, I want to go in and say, read more about the Unsplash license. It's really simple, guys. Their license. Unsplash photos are made to be used freely. Their license reflects that. It's very simple. All photos can be downloaded and used for free. Commercial and non-commercial use of all of the photos that are uploaded. No permissions are needed, though attribution is appreciated. So many times I will use a picture and I'll forget to attribute it to the photographer, but I try to remember to list it in the description when I use an actual photo. But sometimes when you use so many of them, it's really a peace of mind to know that it's not required. You're not going against the license. Now, the only things that are not permitted, you cannot sell their photos with the individual photo as a photo without significant modification. Meaning you can't just download that photo and put it on a poster and then go to one of those art print places and say, have it available for sale for prints. You have to have done some modification to it. Significant is what it says. And compiling the photos from Unsplash, like collecting all the pictures from Unsplash and then creating your own website using those photos. That's a no-no. Don't do it. But other than that, you can use it in your publications. You can use it for book covers and things like that, because you're putting a title on the book, you're putting it's not just being sold for the photo, it's being sold because of the book. I personally like to use my own artwork for my photo covers, so that's what I use. But you can use it for lots of things. You can use these if you want to collage several photos together and do 70 Acre Studio. I don't know that she's been doing very many things lately because she's got her farm and stuff, but she was doing a thing called Creeples, where she would collect magazines and then take advertising, a model from one advertisement and some thing from some article and start putting everything together and making collaged people. And they turned out really creepy looking, so they were Creeples. Ah, well, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Happy Chinese New Year. Yes. Um, hung. Oh, golly, I can't remember the. Happy Chinese New Year. Happy Lunar New Year. Happy Year of the Ox. So, yeah, awesome. Oh, so let's see here. We've done that. We've gone through and oh, if you want to give attribution, you just say photo by the link, the name on Unsplash. You know, so you don't have to, but it's nice. And if you want to go through and read their long form one is just that paragraph, which is Unsplash grants you irrevocable, non-exclusive, worldwide copyright license to download, copy, modify, distribute, perform, and use photos from Unsplash for free, including commercial purposes, without permission from or attributing the photographers or Unsplash. It does not include the right to compile the photos from Unsplash to replicate a similar site. Yes? Filters. I have not yet. So I am going to look here. All right. Well, this one here is going to account settings, stats. I'm trying to, I want to click off of that screen for just a second, just so that if I have any information in there that I don't want out on the entire world. Okay, that's stats. So that's just that one. Okay. View my profile. I have not created a profile. Okay. Account settings. Edit the profile. Close applications. Actually, I think what they do is that they put the over 18 type imagery in a section that is mature, and they will have it covered unless you want it uncovered, and then you click on it to uncover it. I was thinking of another site when I'm just doing a quick look here. I don't think there's anything there. Ooh, they actually have a section on your profile now where you can click that you're available to hire for your photography. If you're a photographer and you want to be available for people to contact you, and they say, hey, I really like this type of photography that you're doing. Do you have anything that I can purchase specifically from you? Wow, I didn't know they had that. That's the first time I've seen it. Connect accounts, applications. I don't have any apps connected to it. So you can sign up for Unsplash using your Facebook account. When you are going in and creating a login, you can just say, use my Facebook login. I choose not to do that because Facebook has enough connections to my world already. They don't need every connection to everything I do. Just me. So I think that's all we need. I am just going to go back to the front page, and we'll just go right back to the front page. There we go. All right. So we're going to make a collection. We've already started. I want to start doing some searches for cottages. So this is going to be fun. So when I go to cottages, what happens is, look at this. They give you some more connected type of things: house, cottage, building, door, countryside, rural, housing, color, the color scheme, gray, Europe, England, United Kingdom, plants, outdoors. But what I want to do is just sort of start looking through here. I have a specific idea in mind, what I want for the kind of cottages I'm looking for. And so far I haven't seen anything yet. I'm looking for more face-on type things. Kind of like these red these little red barns on the waterfront. That's kind of pretty. I think I will say I like that, and I'm going to put it in a collection, and I'm going to put it in my little houses. I guess I put the little dog in my little houses too. And I'll show you how to take things out that you don't want in there. And then you just click off of it. You just click the collection you want and click off. Yay, cottages. Yeah, yeah. So I'm just going to go start collecting some cottages. Little houses. Ooh, I like those little beach huts. I think I'm going to collect that one. I always put a heart on it so that, one, if I'm just scanning across and in another search, if I scan across and I see that there's a heart on it already, I know I've already collected it. You can see it. It might have the green plus sign also already on it if you've collected it, but I don't know. I can't remember that. Ooh, that's cool. I just want to. That's just, grungy, neat textures of the that concrete and the brick. Not necessarily one that I want to put in my cottages, but I think I'm going to create a new collection, and I'm going to say textures. Whoops, come on. Textures. And create the... And it automatically, if you're on a picture and you create a new collection, it automatically puts it in. So now we can just click off. And you can just click off the picture. See where my cursor is over here, my magnifying glass? Just click away from that main screen. Ooh. Night sky. That's cool. Camping. Night sky. It's not a cottage. It's cool. It's night sky, I think. I'm going to create another. See, that's where I said you will end up with night skies. Create the collection. That's where you end up with things. Oh, yeah. The grungy image, great for Photoshop. There's another grungy image right down here. Look at that. Isn't that, desolation, the area back here at the back where it's the peeling plaster and the lath and that old door. I mean, this is Strath Farm Cottages in the UK, in Lawrencekirk, UK. Wow. So that's an old, British cottage or, little British building. But see, now things have moved on and you don't always get just your cottages, right? Ooh, there we go. There we go. I really like that thatched cottage, those thatched roof. It looks, okay, that's in Chipping Norton. Great 2, TEW, Chipping Norton, UK. Ah, perfect. I want to add that. Oops, and I forgot to click my little heart. I want the heart and then add that to little houses and cottages. There we go. And then this one, that'll be fun. It's not a little house compared to what I live in, but I really like that. And you don't have to open it up big if you don't want to. Look at this little sweater shop. That's a sweater shop. At first I thought it said sweet shop because it looks like a little candy shop. Little sweater shop. Oh, wow. I want to find out where that is. That's in Doolin, in the town of Doolin, County Clare, Ireland. Yeah. And that looks exactly like what Ireland looks like. It's so cool. I like that. So yeah, I'm just, at this point right now, you've got the idea how to create a login, how to create the collections, how quickly you can go down a rabbit hole. It's awesome and fun, and how you can just enjoy going on travels and trips, and you can find textures to use for your Photoshop filters. You can use these textures on Procreate for your. You can make brushes for Photoshop and for Procreate, and you can use so many cool fun things. I'm looking down at my because what I had to do, since I've got that browser screen going, I had to have the chat on something else. So I've got my iPad down here in front of me. This is weird. I've got 3 screens in front of me. It looks like the opera house, as in opera pink. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is so cool. I'm going to put it in my little houses and cottages. And then, these little Tudor cottages are fun and would give a lot of opportunity to make little doodle houses. I like that. So, the Tudor style. I'm not, like I said, you don't have to go all the way in to the individual images. Ooh, I like that. Brick house. I'm going to open that one up. This one's in Edinburgh. Charming house on Princess Street. The Princess Street Gardens in Edinburgh. I really like this. And this is one of those little houses, because of all the perspective angles and things like that, that I would probably use the DaVinci Eye to get my first drawing of it, so that I get the perspectives right. Because, you've got perspective that's going this way, with all of the lines going to a vanishing point like that. And then you have the other one that has vanishing point going to the back. So that's a 2-point perspective house. That is cool. And they would call that a little cottage. Isn't it pretty? Hey there, Lorianne. The Catwoman's old house. Yeah, you find so many fun things. I'm just, what can I say? I'm just having fun looking at all of the pictures. And now this would be nice. That sort of stone cottage. I really like all of the little lumpy plants and stuff around it. That would make a really fun coloring page. See, because I'm looking at these as, what would these look like for coloring pages? What would they look like for doing gouache or watercolor? Ooh, that's a big house. I want some littler. Oh my gosh. Look at that cute, sweet little house with the garden and those arched windows. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. That would be that's a coloring page. That's a coloring page. I am looking at things specifically to make coloring pages. Like, I love this little beach look type, this little cottage. It has like the enclosed front porch on it. And then it still has a deck out front of it. Oh, that would be so pretty, especially with all of the plants. And that's why it makes it more fun to find things like this. It gives you more ideas on, ways to combine images or come up with ideas. This house right here looks like something that's down the street from me. This is in Surrey in Canada. Elgin Heritage Park, Surrey, BC, British Columbia, Canada. And these Victorians are very much like the houses that are here in my town. A lot of houses. Now, my house is just a little cottage. 700 square feet. Gingerbread. Yes, gingerbread houses. Yes, I am going to do a series of cottages, Kathy. I am going to do I don't know that I'm going to paint every single one of the images that will be in my coloring book, but I am going to put together probably 30 cottages for a coloring book. My goal is to have that ready probably, ooh, I have to get it done in about a week. So I am going to be focused on getting cottages drawn. And there might be some studio time where I just turn on the camera and I'm sitting here working on my iPad, cleaning up images, or working on doing some tracing of some images that I can bring over to my iPad and then clean up and do my drawing part of it on. So be on the lookout. If you're interested in that studio time, that's because I'm going to have to just drill in and really focus on getting it done. It may or may not be that interesting to people because it's just me working. And I think that's what I need to do. I need to start showing more of just working in the studio. Some of it is technical, some of it is going to be testing some of the images, putting color on them, maybe those types of things. But I need to get this book done. I hope that that's interesting to you guys, you know? So there we go. Save that. I did like it already. But yeah, so I'm going through and looking for little houses, little cottages. This one would be kind of cool. It's a little bit cut off. I can adjust the lighting and stuff to make it so I can see it. It has sort of a lattice gate and a mailbox that's kind of interesting. So maybe I'll go ahead and collect it. My problem is that I will collect 100 images and then I'll have to sift through and say, what's my favorite image? So you'll get to a point where you need to stop collecting and start using the ones that you wanted to use, and then start making a new collection for the next project. You can get to a point where you have decision paralysis when you have too many choices. And one of the reasons for going through and making collections as an artist is that I can sort of do my quick sieve through, shake out the, collect the big pebbles, the big things that pop to the top, and put those in my collection, and then go through and clean up my collection. So I will go through and say, nope, don't want that one anymore, don't want that. I'll leave the heart on it, but I'll uncheck it so that it's deleted from my collection, and continue moving on and sift through so that when I get to the point where I'm drawing, all I have to do is say, okay, first one up, let's draw it. Next one up, let's draw it, and not have to worry about when I'm in that phase of getting them transferred, getting them drawn, getting the coloring book pages made. I don't have to do that, all those other decisions. That was the thing that really slowed me down on New Year's Eve and took something that should have been only about 8 hours and made it 14. That marathon. I am not going to do that to myself again, where I am trying to find pictures to go with what I think maybe I want to do right now. Instead, I need to have a list of, these are the pictures I'm going to draw. I'm drawing this one next. Because there was a lot of hemming and hawing and, should I do that? Should I do this? Do I want to do that one right now? Is that going to make me happy? No, I need to, when I'm doing the work, I need to have it already drilled down. And I think that's something that as artists, we need to, remember that we need to drill it down. You're enjoying the DaVinci Eye. Thank you for teaching how to use it. Oh, excellent. Excellent. That makes me really happy that you're enjoying that. I'll go ahead on this one and put the link for the DaVinci Eye stuff down below in the more information box after the video's over. Just if you're interested, DaVinci Eye is a program that you can use for tracing images to get to the point where you can get your perspective right, get the proportions right, get the contours right. I mean, you're going to go in and do all of the coloring without tracing. You're going to do the coloring. You're going to do the painting. So, why not, while you're still, yes, I can draw a complete elevation of a house in perspective without tracing. I can do that. I did it for my dad when I was doing architectural redraws for his business, when he had a drafting business and would do remodels, the architectural plans for remodels. So, and then I would draw the elevations, and I would draw floor plans and all of those things. So yes, I can do it, but to get it done quick, I'd rather trace. And truthfully, even architectural redraws, you will trace, because once you've got the thing done, you put another piece of paper on it, you put a vellum on it, and you trace over and then make the changes. So once you've got it done, even architects, you trace it, because that just gets the work done quicker. Ah, you're so into the eye. Yay. Yeah, DaVinci Eye, it is a great program. And there's they are working on the AR for the Android side of it, but they don't have it released yet. So that's why on Android, on the Google Play, it's only $3.99, and on Apple, it's $4.99, because Apple has the AR, the augmented reality option available. So that's why there's a difference in the price between them. But anyway, back to here. I am going to get off that one. I've already saved it. You'll know that you saved it. So I go here. There's a green check mark or green plus mark. It means I've already saved it. That's pretty. That's like a little castle. I know it's just like a little manor or something like that. It's in Cowdray or Cowdray or Cadre, UK. But I like those finials on the top corners at the peak and here. And you know that this is an older house, and then they've gone and they've remodeled and added these more modern windows in it. At least that looks more modern, maybe. Yeah, those are more modern. It looks like those are double glazing. Somebody's living there. So, ooh, that's cool. With the gardens and those 3 peaks and the 2 chimneys. That's cool. And sometimes they tell you where it is, and sometimes they don't. So, little houses. I like that. Just going through, I know that I don't want every house to... Oh, look at that. Look at that little cottage. That looks like a little fairy tale. They've got tin roofing on it, and this curved and the baluster, or not baluster, but the edging going around the opening of the porch. They're using an actual like tree stump, and then they drilled holes and put... Okay, so see, this is the kind of stuff that I just like. Oh, so cool. So cool. Yeah. I get excited about stuff like this. Probably a church conversion into a home. There was a cross in the masonry. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. Yeah, I bet you. See, when I'm just doing a really quick look at something, sometimes I don't see all the details. And that's also when you collect a photo, then you can go back. And when you're not in that excitement of seeing all the new things, you can bring up a picture and really just take some time. I mean, that house, that just makes me so happy. Yeah. So what can I say? That little house. Fairy tale. Let's paint some fairy tales. Yeah. Well, there's going to be, fairy tale. Look at this. That's a Hobbiton. The parlay tree, Malamata, New Zealand. So that's a photo that someone took of one of the fronts. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then this one, do they say what it is? Just in Matamata, Hobbiton in Matamata, New Zealand. So that's just in New Zealand, a photo. Those big round doors and the little people doors too. So cool. Yeah. Oh, well, that's good. The captions are working. I'm looking at the actual replay going on right now on my iPad and just looked down and saw that the captions are actually getting the right wording. That's making me happy. So pretty little, like the salt box type blue house, blue wooden house near tree. So that one is actually going to go in my little houses. That looks like a storybook house. Just, Dick and Jane and Sally, Susan, and who else? They had a whole bunch of, it was a whole reader series when I was a little kid, when I was a wee little lass. See, if I was doing houses, desolate houses. I like this this little A-frame. I mean, that's just like a warming house on at a pass in New Zealand. That's in probably the South Island of New Zealand. Arthur's Pass. I'd have to look that up and see. See, and that's something else. These give you ideas where to go and look for stuff, or where you want to maybe go and do some more research on areas of the world, Just looking. Oh my gosh, this is not a little cottage. Does that say? It doesn't say where it is. That is amazing with the shingles, all the doodling opportunities. Oh my goodness gracious. That is a doodle opportunity. And I don't have to draw the entire thing. I can draw parts of it. So I can edit it and I can make it into my own little house. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, ooh, that's pretty. With the, like the Virginia creeper going up the house. Because you could make that into any kind of vining thing going on the house. Again, this one does not tell us where it is. Jamie Houghton. I don't know. Jamie, I'd love to know where you're taking your pictures. Those are cool. Thanks, Nettie. Yeah, click that thumbs up, guys, if you're enjoying this little peruse through finding cottages and making your own collections on Unsplash. Leave a thumbs up. Share the video with your friends. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to say it. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button. I know you can only subscribe to a channel once, but you can hit that like button every single time you go to a new video. So hit that subscribe button and then like the videos. Watch them. Put them on in the background. And, do something else. Clean house while the videos are playing. And look up every once in a while if you want. It works out that way. I do that a lot. All right. Oh, ooh, I see something coming up. This is like the little A-frame for glamping, maybe? I think that might be a glamping A-frame. That's in Skokomish, Washington. Yeah, so that would be an A-frame that is in the woods that's being used as a Airbnb or a glamping, glamp camp type of thing would be my guess. Hey, Nettie, so thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Then there's other A-frames here. Let's see. Yeah, these are all, and the same girl is down at, and photographer are down at Cannon Beach, Washington in that one. So yeah, these are probably Instagram camper photographer people. I bet you they've got a bunch of Instagrams. Karsten Weingart. So, let's see. Ooh. I am drawn to the that one. Oh wow, that's Pai Thailand? That's in Thailand. I've not seen that one. I like that. Look at that house. That is so pretty. I really like these dormer type window areas and how they have it as the triangle lights up there, the colored glass. Ooh, so pretty. See, I'm seeing things this time going through that I've never seen before. Little thatched A-frame. I like that. So, yeah, but I am drawn to more of the European style and the country cottages, the little fairy tales. Oh, wow. The buildings with turrets. Turrets. I mean, can you get any more fairy tale cottage than having a turret on your house? That's always been a dream. That's not ever going to happen on this house, but it's always been a dream to have a house with a turret. I think it's that, that artist dream. But instead, I have a cottage in my backyard. I have a little she shed cottage. Right now, it's being used for Christmas storage. There's some woodworking tools that I've got out there, messy tools, bikes, a comfy chair and a footstool, and good lighting. So, and a little bit of electric, and not much else. Don't even have running water in it. There's a hose outside. So hey, that's what you do. So I have my little getaway. Is that a little church in the looks like a little church? And I do not know where that is. Wow. Not one that one is a little too simple for what I'm working for. But yeah, house with a turret. Hey there, Amy. Been on Skagit River. My dad caught a 25-pound king salmon on the Skagit. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I live right on the Columbia River. So, yeah. That's sweet. I love this the overlapping scallop of those shingles. All kinds of areas to do doodling, being able to doodle the vines on. I would have to make some decisions because for an actual what do I want to say? For the actual coloring book pages, I have to remember that there's a certain limit to the detail that I should include to allow people to put their own details in. But I like the little hedges going up and these pretty plants in the front. I don't know where that one was taken, but I do see that there's some pictures that they say are similar. So why don't I go look at some of this? Well, gee whiz, look at that. Little house that I've got already. That one I don't. Isn't that pretty? I like the bones of that tree and the little picket fence going along the front and that sweet little porch. It has nice contrasting lines to be able to, you can paint this house whatever color you want or color it whatever you want. Make the door and the trim and all the little fancy bits whatever colors. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, Unsplash does work on the it works the same on the iPad because I'll sit for hours on my iPad. It works great on an iPad. You can even let me see. Let me see. I'm going to bring it up on my phone. I'm going just to my Unsplash. website. So Unsplash does have an app, but yeah, you can use your phone. You can use your phone. Let's see here. Let's go to the top down for a second. So I've got it on my phone. This is just the website one. You can go and download the app if you want. So I'll say Cottages. Now I'm logged in as my main deliberately creative Stephanie Bergeron user on my phone right now. I'm not logged in as my, so I can log out maybe. I'll log out and then I will log in. Now I have to find where to log in. Turn that off. Where's my, oh, there it is, log in. So I'm going to go to login and it's probably, oh, it's going to let me do it. So I'm just logging on as my new user that I just created. Okay, I'm going to slip back for just a second. And see if I, nope, wrong email or wrong password. Ah, sometimes, you know, no, cancel. Don't want to do that. I need to put in my new one. See, because I have it already set up, it makes it easier for it to just DELIBERATE. .com. You know, what can I say, guys? I'm sorry. Why don't we go to the wide view? There, we'll go to the wide view. So that way you're not just staring down at my desk. That was real exciting stuff. There we go. Okay, so now I'm logged in as my user that I created. We're just going to zoom. So now I'm logged in as my user that I created, and I'm going to go to myself. I'm going to view my stats, my collections, and there's my collections. So my little houses collection, and it does right at the top of it, of each image, it does tell you the artist, photographer, so that you have the name right there and you're able to you know, select. I'll say Cottages. Ooh, cottage core. So cottage core is sort of the aesthetic of that warm and cozy cottage stuff. I like that. This picture is what I'm going to do. Even though it's not a cottage, I'm going to put it in the little cottages and little houses, and then we'll go back to the one on the computer. But see how that just added right in? Oh gee, look at that. We know that picture. So there we go. Tea people. Ooh, that's fun. I like that. And I can put my heart. I can add it to a collection. So it works on the phone, at least on the iPhone and on the iPad. You can work it from the browser or from the app. So that's nice to know. Let's go back to the there we go. At least it's not cottage cheese. Aw. Actually, I like cottage cheese. Um, with peaches. Applesauce and cinnamon cottage cheese is good too. Ooh. Um, Not that it's one that I would draw, but look at the shape of that one. That's in Switzerland. My guess is no snow would stay stuck on that roof. Wow. But see, you see things that you wouldn't necessarily see. You find things that you wouldn't necessarily look for. I like that. Thatched cottage in Lizard Village, Cornwall. See, this thatched cottage with that with the seating out in the yard like that almost looks like a the beer garden of a pub. Very cool. Ooh, there's another one with the sort of turret look. This is in Toronto, Canada. It actually gives you the address of it. They probably used a GPS or something to get that. It's a 19th century house in Toronto Beach neighborhood. I like that. All right, so we've been on here over an hour, and I'm probably going to continue looking for little houses and things like that. But, you know, guys, the first 15 minutes really got you everything you needed to know. How to get a login, how to save your, create and save things to your collections, and what the licensing is, which is very, very generous licensing, totally free. The whole thing is free. That's the thing that just totally amazes me. The whole thing is free. Let's see here. If I say NASA, look at this. Space. That frontier. They have pictures. And these are pictures that are free to use. So if you wanted to do an astronaut, look at that. If you wanted to do an astronaut, you could do an astronaut. If you want to do pictures of the space shuttle taking off, if you want pictures of outer space or antennas, ooh, look at that. The lighting grid of the United States and Canada and part of Mexico. Wow. So, I mean, this is an astronaut working outside in space. Isn't that amazing? That as a perfect picture to do with your watercolor pens and putting that sort of rainbow sky going in and then a silhouette looking up. That one, I need to save that one. So what am I going to do? I'm going to save it, and I'm going to make oh no, I can put it in night skies. I don't need to make a new one. I can put that one in night skies. See, I get totally drawn off. Totally drawn off. But this is all free for us to use. Yeah. And you can put the artwork onto products because the photography can go onto products. It's just you can't sell the actual straight picture by itself. But you can sell it on a product, like purses or t-shirts or whatever, all over print. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for your interest in fun things on Unsplash that you can do as an artist and as a traveler and as a cook and as a crafter and as somebody who, likes to make anything or wants to go travel someplace. The world is your oyster when you've got the internet and something like this, a program that you can get free access to on the internet. Once you've paid for your internet access, however you pay for that, it doesn't cost you anything extra to go have an enjoyable time just really lifting up your spirit finding images to create with, I am going to be going and doing more cottage searching, but I think that's probably enough of me chattering on for an hour and 10 minutes. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Remember, go out and do something creative and take care of yourself so you can take care of those around you. I want to see you back here again on Monday. It's probably going to be kind of an open studio time. I don't know if I'm going to be doing some color swatching or if I'm going to be doing some actual coloring in on some imagery. I might be just, maybe it'll be Mandala Monday, and maybe I will draw a mandala on my iPad. Ooh, okay, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show how to draw a mandala using Procreate on an iPad, and any app that uses symmetry, you can do the same thing. Or after I get the thing printed, I will quickly go and upload it. Let's see, where's a place that we can download things really quick? My website is not fast, so I need to find some place that's quick to download from, that I can upload to really easy. And I don't know if you can do it from, I don't think you can download things from Instagram. Oh, I could just upload it to my Facebook page. So I will show how to draw a mandala using symmetry on Procreate. I will then export it and upload it to my Facebook page, so then you guys can download it and we can color. Maybe the next day we can color, because I think we'll just do the Procreate side of stuff first and all the playing time with that. And then Tuesday we will be coloring the mandala, so that will give everybody a chance to download it. That will be good, and that will be fun. And then I can get thumbnails done for both of those and have them scheduled before Sunday. Take care, guys. This is how my studio brain works. I hope that you don't mind, and I hope that you had fun. Bye.